Yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite deck at the moment. It's probably, if I had to say for Russia, I have had fun. In my opinion, every Russian deck is good. Every Russian deck you can do cool things with. Every single one. Every single one. I have difficulty finding that for America. Although, Armored SF is also interesting, but you have an off switch by any Russian airborne player. Depending on the map we choose here. Okay, it's going to go power plant. I'm going to want infantry. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that one. Although this one's going to be pretty dope too. We're going Marine Mech. We'll go Marine Mech. I could have just chose there. I have difficulty choosing, man. I love a lot of my Russian decks. They're just better. You just do more. You're just more effective. The US, it's armor. Armor SF is usually good, but the thing is that you're half-assing too many things instead of whole-assing one thing. Armor is great. SF is great. Marine is good as support. Striker is okay in certain situations as support. So armor SF, you're going to have problems. Great units, you're going to have problems. Armor Striker, great units, you're going to have problems. Armor Marine, very good, potentially the best armored deck in the game. But you're missing some things still. The best reconnaissance helicopters, the best helicopters in general, the best planes, anything even remotely close to resembling the best planes. But you can get the job done on all fronts except for longest range SAMs, SHORAD, and tanks, and artillery. You're a little short. SF Striker, fucking amazing support deck. You will get stomped by armor. You're going to have a lot of trouble with armor. You can outplay it like I outplayed those 3 guys earlier. I was beating 3, sometimes 5 players at once with a SF Striker deck earlier. When you put it in the right position. But again, it's Russian decks being the way that they're built that you're going to run into problems. If you are able to get a team together, this is the thing that I don't know because I haven't been able to find players that know what I know. I haven't been doing a good enough job teaching people that are at the right skill level, and when it comes to like microing and understanding the game, I haven't done a good enough job of teaching people in that position this stuff. I think US can come out on top. I think you can outplay the player and not the meta. But you need to work as a team. So you have that armored Marine player working next to like an armored Striker player, and then potentially have an armored SF player nearby with 2 like Marine SFs, or even 1 Marine SF and an airborne SF. Was that an EX? That was probably an EX. My teammates don't seem to know how to do airborne correctly. Which, this also isn't part of that discussion, but it can get the job done if they want to get close. Really, this is just a spot to see if they got something coming. Yeah, that was an EX. Let's see if he wants to come in and play. That's what we needed to see. Pre-flaring. Pre-flaring might have just saved my life there. That's going to be a good clip.
Двигаюсь к точке. Уже еду. Заводи мотор. Приказ понял, выезжаем. Пути.
The AMPVs are not better than the Bradleys. I think you're just getting lucky with the situations that you're putting them in. The Javelins are very good. The Bushmaster 2s are very good. But generally speaking, no, they're not better. In my experience. Flamax, that is exactly what happens, actually. That happens. Yeah. Yeah, this little white number represents what you get, well, your points per tick. That's your income. And that will go up. Every time a player leaves, that will go up. Guys, when you have seatable targets, just turn them off. Shift. Select all the units that you want. Hold control. Hit a number. Now those are hit. Now those are my one key. Do that for all of your seatable. So looks like they got something that they want to shoot back there. Maybe a pack 2? So when I said earlier, when a missile is launched, it decides whether or not it's actually going to hit that target. So when you see a little desync in which doesn't make sense like that, where it's just like, it's here, it's here, it's here, your plane is here, it's here, like you just saw, and then it just dies, that's what that is. That's what that represents. So when that missile shot, it decided, it does not matter, I am killing this plane. It doesn't matter what you do, this plane is dying. The only thing that changes that is if you then get far away enough, or when you pop flares, you get lucky enough that it then changes its mind and it's no longer going to kill you. That's the only thing that changes. That's the only thing that happens. I understand there's a large blast radius, but it doesn't fucking matter what the blast radius is. What I'm telling you is, correction, what I should have said is it going to hit the target or not? And if it has the right HE value compared to the plane, it can one-shot the plane, or it will just hit it, and then if it hits close by or something like that, then sure, it will just damage the plane. But whether it actually does go after the plane or not is decided already, and the only thing that changes that is your flares. That is what I'm trying to say. So the only thing that changes whether or not you are about to get hit by that missile, which if it has enough HE will one-shot you, is your flares. Or distance, which is your afterburner, correct. Afterburner has, if you're within range of that, afterburner has no effect on that. You can get distance to make the rocket fuel run out. You can do that, which afterburner will allow you to get to that distance quicker. But if the entire time, if let's say that I start to get shot at right here, and the missile's already in the air, If I hit afterburner, that literally does nothing. In fact, it's going to make it easier for that missile to hit you because you just get to it quicker.
Заводи мотор.
So no afterburner, shot, low, afterburner, distance. That's the best case scenario.
Бэха здесь.
No, angle attack doesn't matter.
Принял. Выдвигаемся. Уже еду.
You know a lot about this game, but you don't know everything, man.
Транспорт заказывали?
Oh shit, there's a lot coming in. At least you seem to know.
Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Принял новый ППМ. Сделаю. Выполняю. Да, командир. Принял новый ППМ. Понял. Бэха, слушай. Транспорт на связи. Воздух слушает. Идем по кронам. Лишь бы лэп не зацепить.
See, afterburner. In fact, that just did a turn the wrong direction. Did that just go back that way when I clicked back here? Is that what just happened?
Выполняю.
That was going to be a good example of an afterburner there, but it decided to not go down and then also turn the wrong direction when I clicked back here. So I don't know what the fuck just happened there.
Куда вас довести? Заводи мотор. Приказ понял. Едем.
All right.
Выдвигаемся. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Пути. Пехот, раскол поднажми. Выпустим на позиции быстрее. Первый пошел. Так. Глаз алмаз. Приказ понял. Приезжай. Двигаюсь к точке. Пошел. Боевая машина пехоты на связи. Уже еду. БМП слушает. Заводи
So
мотор.
pink is a wing lord. Good to know.
Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Транспорт ждет приказа. Бэха слушает. Транспорт здесь. Приказ понял. Едем. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Боевая машина пехоты здесь.
He's also airborne striker, presumably. Yeah.
Огонь и маневр. Транспорт здесь.
Thank you for knocking these buildings down, so I don't have to worry about my troops as much anymore. I did forget these guys are back here. I probably should have unloaded those. That's a misplay on my part.
Куда вас довести?
Actually, I'm gonna leave these guys here and wait for my shore ride to pop up.
Мотолыга на связи.
I don't know what I just saw there. Okay, that's fine.
Куда вас доставить? Мотолыга на приеме. Это пехота.
Is that destroyed too? Looks like it. Hello.
Транспорт на поле боя. Боевая машина пехоты на связи. БМП внимательно слушает. Транспорт, слушаю. Транспорт на связи. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Понял, идем на зачистку. Выдвигаемся. Пускают дымы. Контакт.
I'm worried, so let's see if we get the shot in time. Didn't get the shot in.
Транспорт на связи. Пехота здесь. Вертушки здесь.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time because my team's not able to do anything over here. Then I get flanked. It's unfortunate.
Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Армейская авиация слушает. Вертушки на
All
приеме.
right, time to back up and give up.
Выдвигаемся на новую позицию. Куда вас довести? Пути. ПВО, докладываю. Координаты. Понял. Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Летим. Пехота на приеме. Меняем ППД. Вертикальная на связи. Вертушки здесь. Вертушки на приеме. Двигаюсь к точке. Выдвигаемся. Очистить триум. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Да. Коробочка на приеме. Заводи мотор. Уже еду. Транспорт заказывали? БМП на связи. Баха здесь, ведем бой. Приказ понял, едем. Пути. Уже еду. Транспорт на связи. Загнёмный. Вперед. Двигаемся. Пехота ждет приказа. Выдвигаемся. БМП слушай. Приказ понял, выезжаем. Беги, Лола, беги! Выполняю! Ударю громко. Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Разведка на связи. Да, командир. Принял. Координаты принял.
Nice. It's pretty inaccurate, unfortunately.
Заводи мотор. Борт на связи. Летающий калаш слушай.
Anything to shoot that? Nobody has Sam's has ammo. Good.
Арту вызывали. Сделаю. Принял. Выдвигаюсь.
Almost made it.
Говори, куда накрыть. Ноги в руки. Понял, принял. Двигаюсь к точке. Коробочка на приеме. Готов сотрясать землю. Арт-расчет на связи. Накрыть площадь. Принял. Выдвигаюсь. Куда вас довести? Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Пустите мы.
Unfortunate.
Да.
Oh, good. I got it. I think I got his supplies back there.
Да, командир. Выдвигаемся. Координаты. Камов слушает. Арту вызывали. Понял, принял. Говори, куда накрыть. Работаю. Работайте, братья!
Yeah, the Malkas are like good range.
Да, командир. Готов сотрясать землю. Сделаю. Уже еду. Приказ понял. Едем. Камов на приеме. Арт-расчет на связи. Заряд. ПВО, слушай. Пехота ждет приказа. Огневая поддержка на связи. Бэха, слушай. Марш-бросок. Заводи мотор.
I forgot to move.
Назад.
Oh, it would go for me. Got lucky on that one.
Да, командир. МТЛБ, слушай. Противовоздушная оборона. На приеме. Пути. Уже еду. Мотолыга тут. Противовоздушная оборона. Слушай. Пехота здесь. Мотолыга здесь. Дорога наш дом. Принял. Зачищаем. Мы переезжаем. Хороший дом для обороны. Пехота ждет указаний. Быстрей давай. Приказ понял. Едем. ПВО на связи.
Yeah, these are the extended ranges. They probably have a drone up.
Принял.
They don't have a single SF player. What? I think it's the first time I've seen it.
29 на связи. Форсаж. Выполняю. Подстерегаю деревья. Кому нужны припасы?
I didn't see where that one was.
Логистика готова. Выгружаю. Боевая машина пехоты на связи. Выдвигаемся. Куда вас доставить? Транспорт заказывали? Армейская авиация слушает. Сами не летаем и другим не даем. Транспорт заказывали?
It's like a duo there.
Транспорт здесь.
that's how you ambush people. Can you hit that? I don't think they can.
Транспорт, слушаю.
And we're about to make it worse.
Координаты.
Летим. Камов слушает.
Fuck, I forget where that fucking Patriot is.
Пехота под огнем. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Транспорт на связи. Заводи мотор. Вперед. Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Транспорт заказывали? Куда вас доставить? Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Мы в бою. Поехали. Потом заведем. Двигаюсь к точке. Коробочка на приеме. Пути. Выдвигаемся. Разгружаемся. Да. Прикурить надо? Это пехота.
Oh, not going there anymore.
Не останавливаться. Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Мы ведем бой. Кого тут подогреть? Огневая поддержка в бою. Транспорт, слушаю. Отделение поддержки на приеме. Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Добавим шаг. Добавляем шаг. Это огневая поддержка. Пехота в бою. Марш-бросок. Никто не выживет. Так, рысь или рис? Транспорт ждет приказ. Пехота, вы под обстрелом. Отряд спецназовый майор диверсии готов.
Fighting 3 players here. Alright, let's see. Probably want another one of these. Bring up one of these. And
Приказ понял.
this.
Едем.
Then we're gonna go with you. Up there.
Уже еду. Заводи мотор.
And then we're gonna
Приказ
float.
понял. Выезжаем.
Камов на приеме.
ПВО ждет цели. Огневая поддержка на приеме. Поддержка внимательно слушает. По коням. Давай двигаемся. Так точно, заходим. Из огня до полымя. Пехота на приеме. Я тормозим. Где мы нужны? Готов сотрясать землю. Ударю громко. Быстрей давай. Выключай радар, нет цели. Куда вас доставить? Так, командир. Мы идем.
Actually, I should keep that. Those grenade launchers.
Пехота здесь.
Камов на связи.
Да,
I keep forgetting about my Malkas!
противовоздушная оборона. Докладываю.
Армейская авиация слушает.
Говори, куда накрыть. Готов. Заряд.
Вертушки на приеме. Аллигатор на связи. Даем ходу.
Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Принял, идем. Ноги в руки. Накрыть площадь. Работаю. Противовоздушная оборона здесь. Артрасчет на связи. Выполняю.
Траектория полета обновлена.
Пехота под обстрелом.
And that's when it sucks to only have one, because the APS is he doesn't have APS. I'll just hide anyway.
Чё встали? Да, командир. Никто не выживет. Транспорт здесь. Готов сотрясать землю. Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Выбрасывай. Двигаюсь к точке. Уже еду.
Спецназ ГРУ на приеме.
Это пехота. Огоньку. Пехота на приеме. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Приказ понял. Едем. Транспорт заказывали? Принял. Выдвигаемся. Пехота ждет приказа. Грузовой автомобиль готов. Бог простит. Противовоздушная оборона. Слушаю. Говори, куда накрыть. Пехота ждет указаний. Координаты. Грузовик снабжения готов к транспортировке. Погнали!
Gonna go for it.
ПВО ждет целей. Да. Эхо здесь. Пути. ПВО, докладываю. Мы в бою, транспорт слушает. Вперед! Врубай штору! Координаты. ПВО на связи.
He's dropping supplies right there.
ВМП слушает. Выдвигаемся. Проверим этот дом. Готов сотрясать землю. Тяжелый транспорт здесь.
He's my fucking supplies. God damn it.
Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Проверить здание. Вас понял. Выдвигаемся. Быстрей! Быстрей! Беги, Лола! Беги! Быстрей! Быстрей! Пехота здесь! Противовоздушная оборона. Докладываю. Двигайся, блядь!
See chat.
ВОК на связи. ПВО слушает. Приказ понял. Едем. Да, командир.
Can I seriously not see those guys? The fuck?
Подтверждаю, понял здание. Тук-тук. Противовоздушная оборона. На приеме. Куда вас довести? Сами не летаем и другим не даем. Приказ понял. Выезжаем.
I swear, this dude's gonna fucking fire on top of the supplies, isn't he? I'm taking the rest of them.
Катимся. Эхо слушает. Туда. Куда вас доставить?
almost got them all.
Пехота ждет указаний. Ну что, жахнем? Сначала граната, а потом ты. Заводи мотор. Двигаюсь к точке. Уже еду. Пути. Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Это огневая поддержка. Быстрей давай! Принял,
I
выдвигаемся.
knew he was gonna do that. I fucking knew he was gonna do it. Look at him. He's firing next to my artillery, and that would have been my supplies. Or my my AA, and that would have been my supplies firing right on top of it. And he's 1300 elo.
Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Огневая поддержка на связи. Есть кто дома?
Камов слушает.
Накрыть площадь. Логистика здесь. Как ракетные сани на рельсах. Противовоздушная оборона. На приеме.
Камов на приеме.
Принял. Двигай шопой. Не останавливаемся. Тук-тук. Кто там? Пехота здесь. Ведем бой. Это пехота. Пехота на приеме. Марш-бросок. Транспорт ждет приказа. Приказ понял. Выезжай. Двигаюсь к точке. Пути. Погнали. Назад. Пехота, мы под обстрелом. Не отставать. Да, командир. Готов.
Камов на связи. Армейская авиация слушает. Установлен новый маршрут полета. Езжаю. Вылетел к цели.
Говори, куда накрыть. Понял, принял. Сделаю.
Разведка слушает.
Резерв. Принял. Занимаем позицию. Это пехота. Арт-расчет на связи. Погнали.
If I had a coherent teammate on either side of me, these tree lines would be gone.
Боевая машина пехоты на связи.
Got lucky on that one.
Куда вас довести? Транспорт, слушай. Арту вызывали. ПВО на связи. Арт-расчет на связи. БМП на связи. Транспорт ждет приказа. Да. Заряд. Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Приказ понял. Едем.
Sometimes my teammates can't help but feed. It's a little annoying. But we're alright.
Говори, куда накрыть. Транспорт заказывали? Мотолыга на связи. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Понял, идем на зачистку. Коробочка на приеме. Выдвигаемся. Мы переезжаем.
Is that what just shot there?
Противовоздушная оборона. Слушаю.
I can't escape my teammates firing artillery on top of me.
Транспорт здесь. Сбросить лишнее. Туда. Тук-тук. Уже еду. ПВО, слушай.
Nice.
Пехота, по нам
The only thing they've been successful in killing every time they do that is a single pantseer.
Быстрее! Транспорт на связи. Пути. Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником. Так точно, заходим. Дома есть кто-нибудь? Эхо здесь. Заводи мотор. Ударю громко.
If they try to push that guy out, they probably will.
Приказ понял. Едем. Выдвигаемся. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Меняем ППД. Пехота ждет приказа. Будем там.
SPG. If I went and did SPG, I wouldn't be buying more of this. I need to listen to my own advice and not use artillery or planes to do what can be done on the ground. All it takes is a single unit on a point to capture it.
Приказ понял. Выезжаем.
This guy can't. Both of these guys cannot help but shoot their artillery around my fucking backline, bro. What are you doing?
Вертикальная на связи.
Готов сотрясать землю.
Yeah, they're gonna push this. They're gonna push that guy out.
Боевая машина пехоты на связи.
Вертушки здесь.
Куда вас довести? Двигаюсь к точке. Отделение поддержки на приеме. Эхо, слушай. Говорит, куда накрыть. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке.
Камов на приеме.
And this is simply just because that guy shot artillery in that tree line.
ПВО ждет цели.
I got lucky there.
Камов на связи. Камов слушает.
Грузовой автомобиль готов. Координаты. ПВО ждет новых целей. Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Транспорт здесь.
I'm not actually sure what killed that one. I wasn't paying attention.
Пехота на приеме. Пехота ждет приказа. Поджигай. Добавим жару. Пехота на приеме. Погнали. Шустрее. Противовоздушная оборона. Докладываю. Пути.
Tanks right now are not the play. They're not bringing tanks up against me. IFVs are gonna get the job done. Just fine.
Транспорт здесь. Мы в бою. Выдвигаемся.
IFVs are all I need.
Это пехота.
IFVs and infantry to be able to hold.
Куда вас доставить? Арту вызывали. Грузовик снабжения готов к транспортировке. Транспорт здесь. Выдвигаемся.
Because all they're gonna do is they're gonna try to bomb and then rush in here. I'll be fine.
Транспорт ждет приказа. Приказ понял. Едем.
Выше нас только звезды.
Коробочка на приеме. Мотолыга тут. Бэха, слушай. Пехота здесь. Снабжение заказывали. Заводи мотор.
They don't have enough time.
Транспорт ждет приказа. Принял. Выдвигай. Мотолыга на связи. Мы под огнем. Уже еду. Здесь жарко. Куда вас доставить? Погнали! Здесь жарко. Куда вас доставить? Транспорт здесь. Ведем бой.
Yeah, they're not even gonna get in here in time. Dude didn't even know. So that's a perfect example of a game where you get rewarded for being bad. Both of these guys were the guys that were on my supplies, stealing my supplies, shooting artillery on top of supplies, and not turning their SAMs off. They're some of the worst players that I've seen all day. 1,300 and almost 1,300. And look at all these medals. And look at the points that he captured and stuff like that. You get rewarded for doing badly, for being bad at the game. Doing badly is probably not the right word, but being bad, you get rewarded. That's one of the biggest problems with the game. They did almost nothing. They were playing support, and what did they have? What did the enemy team have in the backline that entire time? They moved between 3 different tree lines. They had those fucking smirches, and those pages were sitting back there. I'm the only one that's been fucking killing any of that shit. And I could barely reach them. So that's one of the most significant problems with the game. And not to mention, look at all these guys. Look at where their elo is, and they're awful. They don't know how to do it. They know the units. That's it. It's really, really weird. See, that's the thing. And then we got that who's been trying to correct me and try to backseat me this whole time, that thinks that, which you're probably joking, I get that. But at the same time, those are the numbers. I got the least kills. I'm literally the only reason that 2 of those points, potentially even why we even won the game, because we won by captures. They had to put so many resources into stopping me on my point, and then also deterring them on the point to my right. And all the supplies that they used to try and kill my artillery, that all I need to do was move. The only reason why we won that game is me. That's genuinely it. They were folding on the left, so it looks like their better players were on our left flank, and they were pushing back my either one teammate or 2 teammates on the left. And then these 2 guys that have the highest KD and the most points on the game and on the team were the worst players on it. Sitting back with artillery and SAMs that were on top of supply depots, shooting and not moving and getting killed, getting countered. And then throwing away units onto the zones to actually capture them. Meanwhile, I'm holding them. So yeah, I captured 2, but I held that one in the middle after constant barrage, constant bomb, constant spam. And then the 2 that I took, well, the one that I held is the one that I took, and then I retook the one on the right that my teammate lost. Did a good hold at the end. But this has no meaning on like how you actually won that game and what you did to contribute. These 2 guys genuinely are 2 of the worst players that I've seen all day, based on gameplay, and the game rewarded them. They're probably feeling super good about themselves and that they did so well, when they're, for all I know, they're the worst players in this on that entire game. It's super weird. Super fucking weird. But that game is pretty dope, or that deck's pretty dope. Been having a lot of fun with that one. That was, well, just Russia in general. That's just Russia. I could have used BVMs. There's no need to use BVMs in that situation. IFVs would have been fine. Keep it cheap. I think in that situation, I would have lost an IFV the same way I would have lost a tank. Now, the thing that the tank would have done differently is where this would have shot its 100mm or its ATGM, I would have been able to push it a little bit further, and then it would have shot its HE or its AP at whatever it was shooting at and might have been able to kill it. That's the case. However, I can get 2 of these and an infantry unit for the price of 1. And realistically, the reason why I was able to win that game was because I held my ground, which is the probing and the pushing with the IFVs and the holding with the infantry. So yeah, I like that deck. Let's see if we can get an armored airborne Russia. I think that would be a good addition as well. Let's get that clip though.